So hello guys, I promise to keep you all updated on all my prop firm journey. And so far, after passing my previous other prop firm, because I bought some set of 25k prop firm that I passed last year and also a 5k prop firm that I've already done with, I decided to try a new 25k again. But guess what? This one is not really going well. But the reason why I'm recording this video, that's why this prop firm is not going well, is simply to tell you guys one important thing when it comes to trading. And if you're able to actually take your time and watch this video to the very end and comprehend every single thing I'm going to share with you in this video, even in my red days, then you will definitely pass any prop firm that you actually pick up. Yes, you heard me right. Forget the fact that this prop firm is currently in a drawdown. Whatever information I'm going to share with you in this video, if you take it seriously, passing a prop firm will become really easy. Now, not to take much of your time, hello guys, this is your first time on my channel. Welcome to Forex Trade. On this channel, I mainly focus on every single thing that has to do with forex trading. So I basically share with you both my positive and bad days when it comes to the trading industry, so you can learn from it and then get to fix your side as well in case anything is wrong with it. So with this already said, let's get straight on my laptop. Let me break down to you every single thing about this current new prop firm that I'm trading. So guys, as you all know, last year I passed my 25k prop firm account, and then other ones that I did not do a video about that I actually passed even before that particular prop firm. So after passing that prop firm, I was like, okay, let me give a try to a new prop firm. That was late December, which is the final week of December. You know, it's one of the most crazy trading period. So I bought a new 25k prop firm account from Blueberry. However, I've been trading that account from then since January, which is now, and currently I'm in a little bit of drawdown on that account. Now, on a standard note, when it comes to trading prop firm, you know, we have this rule of risking 1%. So if I were to be risking 1% on this particular account before and I get to this drawdown, so let me show you the number of losing trade I had on this particular prop firm. You can see that was from January 2nd. Yeah, take a look. I had my first loss here January 2nd, second loss January 7th, third loss January 7th. Now I had 3 losses in a row after buying this particular prop firm account. Now here's what I'm telling you, that the rule of risking that particular 1% on prop firm can be kind of dangerous if you are trading prop firm account. Let me say I was risking a solid 1% on all of this trade before. That means that what this particular 3 trade that I lost here would deduct a solid that's 250 would deduct a total of $750 from my account. Now the reason why I'm doing this video to show you this is basically to let you know that when it comes to trading prop firm, you shouldn't over risk just because it's a prop firm, because you bought it with your money. So when you are trading prop firm, make sure that you keep your risks very less, because you don't know if you are in your losing streak or something. So personally for me, when I bought this prop firm, I said the prop firm came to jam my losing streak. I see I had solid win until on this particular period where I had lose, then I had a win, loss, and then win. Now these 2 wins, the funny part is that a part of this win here was taken on a different prop firm account. It was only this one that was taken on a particular prop firm account that revived me, because I had this series of, after these 4 losses, I was in about $700 loss already. Yes, you heard me right. I was already down about $700 from this one alone. So let me come over here to my dashboard and show you that. You see, I was down to about $24,381. That's about $619 loss. That was how down I was on this particular prop firm account. But guess what? I'm actually coming back gradually again, because you can see that my balance is currently up to 24,596, meaning that what I'm currently down just 400 and let me just say $404. So when it comes to trading prop firm, the rule I have for you is that what you might meet your losing days and you might meet your winning period. So in your losing days, one thing I advise to do is that what, lower your loss as your risks as much as possible. So basically for me, when I took the prop firm at first, I have this rule of risking up to $250 or like $200 and more per single trade. But after I had my first 2 losers, which took about $500 from my account, I played one smart rule. I reduced my lot size. Why did I reduce my lot size? The reason I reduced my lot size was because I'm already $500 down on the firm. Because this is a 25k prop firm account and I'm allowed to lose only $2,500. So if I've lost $500 from 2 trades, meaning that what, I'm just $2,000 away. So if I should continue, meaning that what, I had to take about let me just say I need to take just 8 more trade and I'll blow the whole account. You get it now, right? With 8 more trade, I'll blow the whole account. Now, for the sake of my safety reason, I had to really cut short on my loss and I started risking way below $200. So now come over here and see my recent loss. You can see here I lost just 94. here just 162. Now you see that what I took down my risks really heavily, because on a 25k account I should be risking up to $250 per single trade, but over here I dropped down to risking $94 in this for my trade. Now the reason why I was doing this wasn't because I was afraid of losing the account. No, this is not about trading with fear. This is simply because I need to play with risk management carefully, because if I don't take my risk management seriously, maybe, okay, let's say after I lose my first set of trade that cost $500, then this particular 2 trade again, I went ahead and then risked 250, meaning that what I've lost a total of $1,000 already from in just 4 trade alone. Now when it comes to trading prop firm, you shouldn't be in too much hurry to pass a prop firm. That will lead you to risk much. So basically the rule that has helped me pass my other prop firm challenges is basically this: I'm not in a haste to pass a prop firm challenge. I'm basically playing my risk management side carefully and at the same time trying to play safe, because the first set of prop firm that I bought on Maven Trading that I reviewed personally, I blew those accounts. Why? Because I was over leveraging, I was over risking. So I actually lost those accounts. So after that period, any other prop firm I get, my most important priority is being able to maintain my risk carefully. Like basically when it comes to trading both your personal account and a prop firm account, the most important thing is risk management. If you don't handle your risk management carefully, there's a high chance that what you are going to blow the account no matter how profitable you are. Despite my solid profit ride, you see that when I got into my losing streak, I had to cut short my risks drastically. Like for me personally, this particular account you are seeing now, I'm not going to risk up to $200 on any trade. Like on any trade, I'm not going to risk up to $200 on any trade until I get this account back to $25,000, which is making the $404 that I'm currently down. Until I make that back, I'm not going to risk anything above. So the reason why I do this is that when you are trading a prop firm account and then you start with a 1% risk, now when you're on a 1% risk and you notice that what you are currently down in profit, maybe you are down about 1% or 2%, the next thing you do as a smart trader is that what you cut short your risk. Yes, you cut short your risk. If you are risking 1% for now, you go down to 0.5%. So basically, if we're using 2 lots on a 10 pip stop loss before, now since you are already done in profit, you cut short that 2 lot on a 10 pip risk to 1 lot on a 10 pip. So you see, you basically cut short your risk by 50%. This is to help you actually keep this within a manageable rate, so that what you don't end up blowing the account as fast as possible. There's this rule when it comes to trading, is that as long as you are up in profit, as long as you have capital, you can always come back in the market. But if you don't have capital, then you go. Because I know there are some people that if they were the ones that had this 4 losing trade in a row, then the prop firm is already gone, because they are ready to risk more than that. Because personally, I can risk up to, you can see my daily loss is actually $1,250, meaning I can risk up to a $500 for a single trade in a day and my account will still be okay. Why? Because my daily loss is very high. So presently I'm just risking. So now currently all I need is that what you can see, my last trade here was on silver where I made $210 back. So even this $210, the market actually came to hit my break even point. It did not get to my take profit, because if you watch my video on trade management, I tell you that I don't play with break even. So I was in about $400 profit already. So since I was up about $400, I decided to set my break even to $210. So during the news, the market came back and then hit this particular break even level. That's where I got this $210 from, because I was already up about $400 already. I could have closed the full $400, but then my profit target was still far away, so I decided to go break even at $210. This is what I basically do. And in case you want to learn how you can do, you can go watch my other videos on trade management. And if I hadn't do this before, I wouldn't have taken a dime from the market, because the market later reversed to my entry, meaning that I wouldn't take a dime from it. So basically, this is something very important that you also need to learn. So basically, what I'm passing to you in this video is basically 2 things. When you are trading prop firm account, make sure that what you take your risk management seriously. If you are down, maybe you are in a drawdown, make sure that you also lower your risks, so that what you don't blow the account faster. Because if you always have capital up, there's always a way for you to come back. And secondly, make sure that what you are not in too much haste to pass a prop firm account. Take it as slow as steady. Like you see this particular prop firm account here right now, I promise you I'm going to come back on this account. Like I'm basically going to come back up in profit again on this account you are seeing here. On this account you are seeing here, I'm going to come back up in profit again. Just write it down. Probably in my next video that I'll be talking about this prop firm account, you see that I'm back up at break even, because all I need here is one single trade to actually recover the whole account back. One single trade, because now basically risks about $100 per trade. So even this trade on silver, I was already at a 1:4 risk to reward. Yeah, I risked about $114. Yeah, it was $114 and I was up 400 and something dollar. But my actual target was about $1,000, $1,250. That was my actual TP point. But since the market was moving, I decided to move break even because that's how I moved my trade gradually. So if the trade had gone down forward, then I probably got to $600 before then my break even would be at $300 level. So I always take that 50% margin to manage my break even. This only if the market is giving me a decent structure. So in case you want to learn how I manage my trade, you can go watch my video on trade management. So basically, this is all I have for you guys on this particular video when it comes to trading prop firm, is that you are not always going to pass every other prop firm smooth. Like most of my other prop firm, I passed phase 1, phase 2 smoothly, like very smooth. Some of them I did not even had a single drawdown. Yeah, on my first 25k account, that was on my funded capital, the one on my funded capital, I passed phase 1 with a little, I was in a little bit of drawdown before I came back up to pass phase 1. Even though I was in about $500 drawdown before I came back and I passed phase 1. Phase 2, I did not get to any single drawdown. I went straight ahead and I passed phase 2. Then my other prop firm, all of them almost similar thing, but this is the particular prop firm that I'm buying and they're coming on a serious drawdown on the first phase. And the truth is that, well, I'm still going to pass it again. Why? Because I still know my lane. I still play my game carefully. So basically, I'm still trading the same strategy all around here. I'm still trading the same strategy. The same strategy that gave me this winning streak you see here. The same strategy that gave me this losing streak between December and January, between the last week of December and January, is the same strategy that gave me this losing streak. So basically, what I'm here to tell you is that, well, whether you are in your losing streak or you are not performing well on your prop firm, just patiently trade your prop firm, follow your trading rules, and you'll still get every single thing right. So personally, for me, I'm going to stick to my strategy, stick to my risk management game, and I know that I'll surely be back up on that prop firm again. So if you're also trading a prop firm and you are in a drawdown, all I have to tell you is that, what, lower your risks. If you were risking $500 in a trade before and you are in a drawdown, they probably cut it to about $200. Because cut it to about $200 and they look for a bigger target. The reason why I'm telling you this is that, well, if you cut your loss to $200 and then you're able to maybe 1:2, 1:2, before you look, you'll be back up again. Like for example, this one on silver now, my initial risk was $250. So I cut it, the same stop loss position that I used $250 on, the same thing that I used, just $114 on. Why? Because I just cut short my lot size. The lot size I just cut it short. So basically, if this one go and hit SL before, my loss will be less. And with these ones now, I'll be having more profit targets. So meaning that, what, once I get back to my original 25k that I started with, then I can go back to risking more again, which means that, what, I'm back up and I'm riding safe in profit. So with that one, I can go back to risking more again. And if I should get back to drawdown, I'll still lower my losses. So basically, when it comes to trading profit, it's basically taking your risk management seriously. I keep hearing a lot of people saying that prop firm hates you, they want you to fail. But the actual truth is that, well, prop firms don't even give a fuck about you. They don't even care how you are trading. They don't even really care about you trying to fail, because most of them, like Blueberry, has a broker. They are a broker and then a prop firm at the same time. So their broking company is giving them enough money, and also profitable traders on the network are giving them enough money. So they don't really pay more attention to how many times you fail the challenge. That's why I think Blueberry have one of the most simplest trading rules ever. They make their rules very easy for anyone at all to trade with. The only difficulty when it comes to Blueberry funded is that, well, you cannot open trade or close trade 10 minutes before and after news, which is quite okay for me. I don't trade the news. So if I even have a profitable trade running and news is coming, it's either I close it off or I'll just go break even and then let the news do whatever thing that they want. Apart from that, Blueberry doesn't have any other particular negative factor. So basically, if you are looking for a prop firm to get started, you can actually go on Blueberry. So you can use my link that will be available in the video description. Also, you can use my code that is attached to it to get 25% discount off any account size you are buying. And their plans are very cheap. So with my code, you get an additional 25% off again. That's a big plus up for you. So basically, that's all I have for you in this video. Simply, if you are trading prop firm right now, just be patient. If you are in a drawdown, no problem. Don't try to revenge trade. Just patiently trade a prop firm, and I bet you'll be back up in no time. So see you in my next video. Bye.